Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. And it'll be the Kings off the tip. Nembhard into the lane. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Hield for 3. Good work defensively by Dort. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Strus outside. Rebounded by Hield.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Holmgren. Out to the wing. Back to Thompson. Takes the 3. First shot won't go. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. And he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Brian, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Releases. Here's Green.
The ultimate team player. Green does all the little things that end up making a big difference.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Nembhard outside. Pulls up. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Strus. 4-3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, B.A. certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we have...
Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding? Wow, Giannis. That is ridiculous.
That's short off the rim. And we're going to have a jump ball. Pass to Holmgren. Takes it inside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And putting some power behind his drive. Holmgren managing to get there for an easy slam.
And so they foul intentionally. And so now... Timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
So it's the home team now, trailing by 2. Outside Strus. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
The ball goes to Sacramento.
Here's Nembhard. Now here's Thompson. Launches a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. The kick out to Van Vliet. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
A nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
5 to shoot. To the paint. And stolen by Nembhard. And it's hammered home by Green.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
They set the screen. Outside for Dort. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Strus. Back to Antetokounmpo. Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Hield. This one for 3. Giannis with the rebound. .34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Back to Nembhard. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Hield from outside. No good that time. So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Sacramento, 10.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority. Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That'll be a second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Pass to Strus. Nembhard with a steal.
Well, he may be trying to do too much. That's his 4th turnover.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And there's a pick. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Just another day at the office for Antetokounmpo. This guy consistently puts up points.
Pass to Nembhard. Fires the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Nembhard's got 5 now.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Strus up top. Puts up a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Out to Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And Giannis with the dunk.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And here's Thompson for 3. Dort grabs the miss.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
Markkanen looking it over. Down low. And stolen by Holmgren. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Draymond Green.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you, Brian.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. And here's Nembhard. He's got 5. Outside for Green. Pass to Nembhard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Healed from outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, BA. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called. He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Teams will make substitutions. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. Antetokounmpo inside. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
So easy for Giannis to dunk it. It must be nice, huh, guys?
And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. And stolen by Melton.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Pass to Strus. Knocked away. Stolen by Ellis. Sacramento passing it around. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And that one's good. Melton.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Ball left side. Here's Ellis. That three's off the mark. And that is stuffed right through.
And after putting it down, he from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Holmgren, left side. Lets the three fly. And so that brings the first half to a close. They're up by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Now Antetokounmpo. Outside Strus. Kept alive. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Wow! A rim-rattling jam by Giannis.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Thompson scanning the floor. Inside. There's a chance of their lead hitting double digits here.
And that really would put them in control.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Van Vliet outside. For 3. Rebound by Sacramento.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
From deep, Holmgren. Dort grabs the miss.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And Giannis with the dunk.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Hield for 3. He drops it from range. Hield's got 5 now. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Strus. Dort outside. Lets it go from deep. Strus with the bucket. Strus has got his second bucket of the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon. And when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So, yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
And out of bounds, Sacramento will have it.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Nembhard. It's Holmgren, high post. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, he's making it look easy. Thompson with great body control off the contact.
Strus with the bucket.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Nembhard outside. The 3. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren for 2.
And this is what coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
They set the pick. Antetokounmpo with it. And it's Hield picking him up. Back to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Markkanen. There's the triple. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
For Lauri Markkanen, a really talented scorer, Stan. How do you think he's fared with more responsibility?
BA, I think he's done very well. He's a prototypical stretch four who scores at an efficient rate, and with his elevated role, he's just grown in his confidence.
So it's the home team now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. That game will be the third of 5 at home. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
A minute 31 left in the third. Antetokounmpo with it. 22 points for him. Strus with the bucket.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
Outside heel. Holmgren inside. And Antetokounmpo over to help. 5 on the clock. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
Outside Strus. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Melton. Here's Strus. And stolen by Holmgren. .23 seconds left in the third quarter here. To the middle. And stolen by Melton. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
And it's Hield missing. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Up 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us.
Sacramento. 35.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Sacramento trails by 9. Thompson outside. Pass to Hield. The 3 is up. Finney Smith pulls it in.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
From deep, Strus. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Giannis is a big man. One that can gobble up those boards and make you pay.
Nembhard outside. Beyond the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Strus up top. Antetokounmpo outside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Antetokounmpo has got 12 points here in the second half.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Thompson outside. Now here's Nembhard. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Holmgren. The rebound by Melton.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy. What a defensive effort. Not only pressuring the shooter, but also collecting the miss.
Boy, Holmgren, I mean, wow. Just a great feel for the game, and he's so unselfish.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Antetokounmpo inside. It's stolen by Green. Nembhard outside. Pass to Green. Let's go with a three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Now Strus. Back to Van Vliet. And here's Strus. Here's the three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
The three is up. Strus grabs the miss.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Now Holmgren. Green outside. Now Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Now Holmgren. He launches. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Now Thompson. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Into the lane. Outside Hield. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Strus. From about 19.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Rebounded by Strus.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Now Van Vliet. Let's loose for three. Yes, sir, with the three.
Yeah, one thing about Van Vliet, he makes the right decision most of the time.
Nembhard outside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now Strus. From deep. Buries it from outside.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Holmgren right side. Oh, the persistence inside of Chet Holmgren.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Strus outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Markkanen. And stolen by Green.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And here is Antetokounmpo. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
shut your mouth. Punk. Hit ya with the hard tactics. 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 Hit ya with the hard punk tactics. Bank rolls come straight for the assets. No games, no throw, won't pass it. Pick you up, spit you out like Jurassic. Oh, no for the rigmarole, we kick pros. Stub toes, I suppose you might know. Hit the block, then you flock. Time's up, now your body get spicy like pepper. 1-2-stepper, laid back, motivated, money go getter. Never felt better, write me love letters. Megadeth tether, get over here like Scorpion. Put you to sleep. Should I assist you or do you get the picture? If you don't budge, I'm gonna have to hit you. Hit you with the hard tactics. 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 Yo, the lace is loose and fist.
Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause he hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. These just mad cause they in my archives. Jordan came back so if you play then you lay right there by your own kind. Tell him run his back like so-so. Got this rap here in the chokehold. Did a show out in Austin. Shout out to Bobo. Moved out the trenches, now look how we live. Tell my BM to furnish the crib. Walk out the mall with